I think a spot ETF is great news for the space. Bitcoin, you could think of as this beautiful house in a scary neighborhood that you have to pay for in cash, takes a year to buy, and you can never rent it. The spot ETF is like that same beautiful house in a nice neighborhood, and you can buy it tomorrow, no money down.
In a new interview with CNBC, MicroStrategy's founder Michael Saylor gives us an update on Bitcoin and what his investing plan is for the rest of 2023. On August 1st, it was revealed that MicroStrategy had acquired an additional 467 BTC for $14.4 million, bringing their total Bitcoin stash to an impressive 152,800. Michael Saylor disclosed that they had acquired the digital assets for a total cost of $4.53 billion, averaging $29,672 per Bitcoin. His investment itself has proven to be highly profitable, with the BTC value rising by an impressive 145% since MicroStrategy's entry into the market. This increase in value has not only bolstered their balance sheet, but also provides the company with volatility in its stock price, which further aids in raising capital for additional Bitcoin purchases and business expansion. Saylor highlights the dual benefits of MicroStrategy's approach, providing investors with diversification, which helps mitigate the inherent volatility of Bitcoin. Operating as a business intelligence firm enables them to borrow money cheaply, which is then invested in Bitcoin, contributing to the company's massively successful performance. Let's get right into the latest interview with Michael Saylor, as he discusses how Bitcoin is a game changer in 2023 and what impact we can expect in the crypto market very soon. Don't forget to share your thoughts and comments down below, and leave a like if you enjoy the content we do here.
The operating company provides diversification for investors versus the volatility of Bitcoin, and it also allows us to borrow money very cheaply. Our blended cost of capital is like 1.5%, and we're able to invest that money into Bitcoin. And on the other hand, our Bitcoin investment Bitcoin itself is up 145% since we started buying Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin position creates the volatility in the stock that allows us to borrow and raise capital cheaply in order to buy more Bitcoin and grow the business. We're not borrowing right now, but we go through successive cycles of leveraging and deleveraging. We've been deleveraging now, and generally our decision about whether or not we leverage or deleverage is a function of the market opportunity and what we think is most accretive for our shareholders. There's a growing consensus that Bitcoin is a unique and valuable international asset, and that's being endorsed by politicians. It's being endorsed by regulators. It's being endorsed by investors. You're hearing money managers like Larry Fink say this. And that has created a change in sentiment. The odds of spot ETF being approved were 1% 6 months ago. Then they went to 50%. And this morning they were 65%, according to Bloomberg analysts. So that's really driving the near-term sentiment. But plus the fact that there's so much chaos in the crypto industry, Bitcoin is emerging as the safe haven institutional asset if you want to play this space without trying to parse through the politics, the legal, and the regulatory complexity. Bitcoin, you could think of as this beautiful house in a scary neighborhood that you have to pay for in cash, takes a year to buy, and you can never rent it. The spot ETF is like that same beautiful house in a nice neighborhood, and you can buy it tomorrow, no money down, and you can rent it and refinance it from your bank. It's not a threat to MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is like that beautiful house with 10,000 acres of ranch land behind it that generates cash flow, that has a management team that can borrow money at 1-2% interest in order to develop the land. So we offer yield and we offer leverage through active management, which is unique for a set of our investors. We obviously don't have room in our capital structure for tens of billions of dollars of sovereign wealth or major hedge funds, so they need a spot ETF in order to take a position in the space. So we view it as being really beneficial to the entire ecosystem. So if you're an institutional investor and you're looking for an easy way to get Bitcoin exposure that doesn't charge you a fee, that is financeable, that is good collateral, then MicroStrategy is pretty compelling right now. And I think that It's important to point out that we will always be differentiated from the ETFs because they can never offer leverage. They have no yield. They have limited hedging options. They're not diversified, and they charge a fee. Our goal is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as we can on behalf of our shareholders. And, we acquired from cash flows. We bought that last tranche with $14.4 million worth of company cash. We also use equity and debt issuances from time to time. So we try to make sure that everything we do is always accretive. So we will acquire as much Bitcoin as we can as long as market conditions allow us to do it in a creative way for our common stock shareholders. I think looking back 3 years is very clarifying. 3 years ago, Bitcoin was about 10,000. And so if we look at the 3-year chart from August 10th of 2020 to today, Bitcoin's up 145%. The S&P is up 37%. The S&P is the cost of capital. Gold is down 3%. Bonds are down 18%. MicroStrategy is up 254%. And our enterprise value has increased by a factor of 10 by $8 billion or something. So we're glad we adopted Bitcoin. We would say that Bitcoin is returning 4x the cost of capital. And if you're not getting 37% gain in those 3 years via the S&P, then you're not keeping up with the cost of capital.
Saylor firmly believes that Bitcoin is a unique and valuable international asset, gaining support not only from investors, but also from politicians and regulators. He points out that endorsements from influential figures, coupled with the recognition of Bitcoin as a safe haven institutional asset amid the chaos in the crypto industry, have significantly impacted the sentiment surrounding the dominant crypto asset. He believes the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF would be beneficial for the entire market and attract large hedge funds and sovereign wealth to invest in the space. Saylor reaffirms his confidence in Bitcoin, pointing to its strong performance over the years, highlighting that MicroStrategy's adoption of Bitcoin has significantly outperformed traditional assets like the S&P, gold, and bonds, further bolstering his belief in the cryptocurrency's long-term value proposition. By embracing Bitcoin as a long-term asset and leveraging it to raise capital, MicroStrategy has seen significant growth and returns. The endorsement of Bitcoin by key figures and the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF further solidify its position as a valuable investment, attracting interest from both institutional and retail investors. Saylor's views on Bitcoin remain optimistic and unwavering. He sees Bitcoin as a crucial part of MicroStrategy's success and an attractive investment opportunity for the entire world. What do you think about the latest interview with Michael Saylor, and how do you think Bitcoin's trajectory in the coming months will impact the world of investing and crypto? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next video.